a fan of the popular CBS soap opera, The Young and the Restless, we have something really special for you.
The Urban Street News team traveled to the CBS Television Center in Hollywood to chat with two of the show's African-American actors. When we reached the set at 7:30 a.m., Shemar Moore and Christophe St. John were working on their scenes for the day.
Yeah, who is it?
Brother.
What's up, old man?
Hey, how you feel? So, where's your wife?
Oh, working late at the hospital, you know.
Yeah? What about your boy?
He got himself a little slumber party over one of his partners out.
Oh, okay.
I don't bite on a lot of things. That's the type of person I am. But if I want something, or if I do bite on something, I don't give up. There's no give up. I mean, when I exercise, you know, I scare the people next to me on the bikes next to me, because when I get tired, I talk to myself, come on, Shemar, finish what you started. You know, you're here for a reason. And it's just that kind of mindset for me, is never give up. Always shoot for yours, no matter what people tell you. Because I'm here because I believed in myself. And there's too many people out there, and they know who they are, who always told me, give it up, or come on, stop being such a dreamer. Do you really think you can do that? And my whole thing was, yeah, I really do think I can do that. And at least I'm going to try. And so here I am. And so, you know, now they just have to sit back and go, ooh, he was serious.
Shemar Moore plays fashion photographer Malcolm Winters, the brother of Christophe's character Neil.
The easiest part for me is getting the lines in my head. The hard part is bringing it to life. See, anybody, I think, can memorize lines, you know, just like you memorize a speech, or you memorize a song, or you remember lines from a movie. You know, anybody can do that, but then it's to be able to take it and spit it back out, not only naturally, like it's a real conversation, but then you have to give it the angle or the twist from that character's perspective. You know, you have to make it not so much about you. Because when I first started, to be honest, I was just hanging on for dear life. It was just Shemar, as raw as he could be, trying to say lines and sound natural. There was no real acting going on. I had to learn that along the way. And that's been the biggest thing for me. And, you know, people can sit here and talk about, I've been nominated for Emmys and all that stuff. I have become a much better actor, and I'm very proud of that and very confident of that. But more than anything, I've become a much more confident person. I was confident back in the day through my sports and all that, but I had no idea that I dreamt of doing this, but I was scared, like you don't know about doing this. I thought, oh, people are going to see through me. They're going to think, you know, they're gonna see I'm not the real deal, or I'm not as good as those people, or, you know. And so I was always looking over my shoulder in the beginning, like, you know, they're gonna take this away from me, or, you know, they're not gonna like me. And then little by little, I just started to trust in my process, and I took it seriously. I'm studying and doing all that stuff. I'm doing what I have to do to earn it honestly. And with that comes success, and with that comes confidence, and that's been the biggest thing for me.
I'm ever so grateful and happy to have him on the show, because it opened up the family that much more and gave much more potential material. Shemar Moore has been given free rein to basically pull whatever jargon he needs to out of his hat, out of his magical bag.
They give my character, they give me a lot of freedom, and I'm very thankful for that. I think on paper, they had an idea of what this Malcolm guy was supposed to be like, but they had no idea what he would be like brought to life. And they've already had the Neil character, and Neil is kind of conservative. He's the blue-collar, you know, works in the big corporate world and all that, and then they needed a contrast to that, so they wanted a flavorful, kind of younger brother, kind of more hip type of character. But, you know, they didn't really know how to spell it out. They didn't know how to write it, so I took some chances, you know, once I started to get my confidence together with the slang and with the language and all that. And I wanted to keep Malcolm positive, and I didn't want to make him ghetto or those things. And I wanted it to be something that everybody, no matter your skin color, black, white, green, or yellow, could relate to. I wanted him to be a character that you see every day on the street. And if you go out on the street, nobody speaks perfect English in their everyday life. Everybody has a twist to their way of speaking, whatever it is. You know, if you're a surfer, it's like, yeah, dude, totally. Or if you're you know, whatever it is. So I just wanted Malcolm to be, you know, just a young brother that we all know.
Shemar shares his feelings of becoming one of soap's top sex symbols.
The fans are something else. The fans make this whole world go around. It's fun. And I have fun with them a lot of the time. You know, sometimes you catch yourself in situations that you don't want to be in. I got myself running through malls, and you know, I had to leave one appearance, and I couldn't get to my limousine because they said, you got to get through us to get to your car. I'm going to get my autograph and a hug, child. You know, it's like, look, you know. So what I ended up having to do was run out the back, through the back of this building, get in a U-Haul truck, and drive 5 miles down the street, and the limo had to get out through the crowd and meet us 5 miles down the street just so I could get in the car and get back to the airport and catch my plane. But, no, fans are something else. I mean, they'll say the wildest things, and I got fans from 2 years old to 92 years old, and it's all good.
Next week, our conversation with Y&R co-star Christoph St. John on the difficulties of African-American storylines on daytime dramas.
I would hope for more black characters to come on this show, to diversify. We can't all be sleeping with each other. You know, my brother shouldn't be sleeping with my wife, and I shouldn't be sleeping with my wife's sister. I mean, bring in some more folks.
Coming up next on Urban Street, a follow-up report on adult film star Heather Hunter's return to the industry.
Shelley Garrett returns to Maryville Star Plaza Theater with the #1 comedy stage play in the country, Beauty Shop, as the laughter continues. It's the original Beauty Shop with many of the original cast members. Are you ready to laugh? I mean really laugh. Then don't miss this hilarious production of Shelley Garrett's Beauty Shop at the Star Plaza Theater, opening February 19th for 6 side-splitting shows. American